Hey everybody, welcome back to Buzzing About Romance. I am Becky, and on this episode joining me is Leah. Hi Leah.
Hi Beck.
And Jenni. Hi Jenni.
Hey Becky.
And Amanda's here. Hi Amanda.
Hello.
And Lindsey. Hello Lindsey.
Hello.
How is everybody? Happy hump day?
Happy hump day. Stacy said happy hump day in the chat.
Hello Stacy. Do you know, it's really great that I have a husband named Mike, because when that commercial came out, I could be like, hey Mike, guess what day it is? Hump day. He got so tired of me.
I've never done that to my Michael. I should start.
I think it's hilarious. Nobody else thinks it's hilarious.
You would.
But I think it's hilarious. Just to catch everybody up on the weather in Northwest Ohio, we went back to 12th winter.
Yes.
We're raining,
in
hail.
season.
Yeah. It was 80 on Monday. It is, 42 today.
And rainy.
And raining.
Yeah, I was at a soccer game.
I hate spring soccer. Literally the worst.
I mean, fall soccer really isn't better.
No.
At least, don't you think the weather's a little more consistent in the fall? A little less rainy?
Yeah.
Because you get snow sometimes in fall soccer.
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually snowed during spring soccer before.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of fall because that's September, October for fall soccer.
Yeah, that's true.
Amanda, how's life in the Panhandle? Are you not in the Panhandle? You're
not even close.
You're on the schlong.
Yeah, other end, southeast. No, we definitely ramped up the heat today. We got close to 90. So
yikes!
It's been somewhat decent for a little while, and today not a lot. We're in a drought, so that's not great either with fires.
It's not good, but yay at the same time.
In the same breath. But yeah, no, we definitely it definitely ramped up today. It was very warm.
And Lindsey, how is life in New Mexico?
The weather is pretty good. It's been a little smoggy, honestly. I don't really know what's going on with that.
An ambient 78 degrees in New Mexico.
But yeah, it's pretty perfect weather. It was 55 yesterday, which was a little chilly, but it was nice. I never get sad on a hoodie weather day.
Wait, you said 75, right?
55.
Oh, yes, 55. I thought she was saying 75 was a little on the cool side, and I'm sitting here going, Jesus, you can go in the pool at 75.
Yeah, no, it was 55, so it was hoodie weather, but it's been really nice. It's been really nice. I don't know how warm. I guess it got up to 75 today, but yeah, it's been in the 60s or 70s, nice. And it's, I don't know, really nice weather, solid.
I mean, some of our days have ended in the 70s, but they are not starting in the 70s. It's starting in the 30s and then creeping up and then going back down. My house does not know if it needs to be cooled or heated right now.
I just
mine is doing both, and we're just paying for that because it's worth it.
Well, okay, so funny story, because y'all appreciate this. It's raining, it's wet here, muddy, dirt. Michael had a bunch of dirt, a dump truck of dirt, delivered on Monday. And he filled in the beds in the yard. It took 3 wheelbarrows to fill Stanley's hole in the backyard. And then he took what was dumped on the driveway and carted it back to the back corner of our yard. So there is a mound of dirt. I have 2 dogs. Fencing went up around it today. There are actually muddy paw prints on top of my feet. I need to, because I'm going to shower before I go to bed. But I walked out, didn't have shoes on, and Stanley stepped on my feet. And there's 2 little muddy paw prints right on my feet.
What's funny is the picture that she took of him while he was in it. He was just staring. What are you going to do about it, bitch?
I peek my head out the window. I'm like, hey, Allie, Stanley, could we get out of the dirt? Out of the dirt, guys. And they both are just sitting there looking at me like, are you talking?
Why would we do such a thing?
Has anybody seen that trend on TikTok where the dog is off in the distance and all I hear is "Don't eat my slipper," but literally my name is Sam? Mm-hmm. Have you seen those? That was my life today. I'm like, get off the dirt. And,
Yeah, I was looking at those after we were talking about this morning.
Stanley's like, I don't know who get off the dirt is. I'm Stanley. Anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of mud in my house. I need to sweep and mop, I feel like, every 30 minutes around here. But maybe I'll just give up. Maybe I'll just...
What happens when you get dirt and then it rains?
Right. We didn't really plan that well, but it's fine. Okay, so tonight's episode, I'm kind of excited to talk to you guys about this because this is an author that I've avoided for a long time because I know that they are heavily influenced in their writing by Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift songs and the Taylor Swift lifestyle, and is like very proud a Swiftie. And I really can't handle when it's like bonkers in your face. And so that's what I was concerned Morgan Elizabeth books would be like. Like I would be ready to just chuck things. But I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, there were a few, but none of it felt like overdone.
Yeah, I think I missed most of them because I don't know enough.
I think that's the thing. There's a couple that like were obvious, but I think if there were more, then I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
I think
this
it's
is
like
an
almost
older
more...
book, right?
This
is new.
This is new. Well, okay, so let's do that. So stick with us for this next little while as we break down all the messy, emotional, and slightly unhinged details of Never Been Worse by Morgan Elizabeth. Quick disclaimer, spoilers ahead. We are not going to hold back. We are going to give all the things away. Who wants to read the things to know?
I can, because I have it up tonight.
There you go.
Okay, so things to know before we start. Never Been Worse by Morgan Elizabeth. It is the series, the Evergreen Park series. The release date is March 6, 2025. Now, I will say this is the third book in this series, I think, and you did not have to read the other ones because I don't think any of us read.
Just a second. Amanda, did you go back and read 1 and 2 before you read 3?
I did not.
Round of applause.
I didn't have time.
Stupid
I'm very
arcs.
proud of you. Anyway, so it came out March 6, 2025. The tropes and themes are rock star, marriage of convenience, Hollywood norm, pining hero, he falls first. It is in dual first-person point of view. If you do the audiobook, it's Jason Clarke and Angelina Roca, and you can find it in KU.
So I did do the audiobook. I did full audio on
and
it.
You don't always love Jason Clarke.
No. Well, I did not mind him in this book. I felt like he's the perfect kind of rock star voice. He really embodied... Wes. Well, I'm looking at my note. It says Jeremy, but that's the jackass.
Yes.
But Angela Roca, I struggled a little bit with her, and I don't think I've listened to a ton of books that she's done. But I know she tends to have a little bit more of a grovelly voice, which I don't typically mind in a female narrator.
But it didn't really match the character.
It felt a little forced.
Okay.
Like this character, I feel she's
more of a Savannah Peachwood
or a Samantha
Bradmore.
Yeah. I felt, just like that contemporary voice, not overly accented or dramatic. She's not bubbly, but she's not like down in the dumps. Do you know what I mean? Like
she's more like the girl next door.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't listen, but I forget, is it Alexis who does C.R. Jane's books?
Yes.
Yes.
She'd have been perfect.
Alexis Page. Alexis Page.
Yeah.
She would have been a really good fit for this character.
Yeah.
Like I like Angelina Roca, but she's more of a tortured heroine. Like she works better with like more of a damaged heroine style. Like it just.
Yeah.
And it was also like more heavy on her point of view than his.
But I believe that that's her books in general.
Yeah.
She definitely leans.
I mean, this is the first book I've read by her.
Yeah, I've read 2 or 3 by her, and it's more female POV. Like she always gives us the male, but it's always like 2 or 3 chapters of the female and then 1, maybe 2 chapters of the male, and then she switches right back.
Also, and I didn't have this in the basic information, there's no third act breakup.
No.
But I kind of wanted it just to really solidify, strengthen that emotional relationship. Because he was all in, really, from the beginning. He's all in, which I loved.
He's been all in for a while. She just was with the douche.
But I felt like I just needed some strong emotional hook that was like that gut check moment kind of thing that really, like, okay, it's not just him worshiping her. This is truly together forever kind of vibe.
I think she tried to do that with like them being separated, but
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, because like she talks about like when they do the separation for reasons, like how much she honestly misses him and wants him to be there, and like she does have a hard time like dealing with the fact that there's this forced separation.
But honestly, he's written like so perfect that like for his character, it kind of just didn't make sense for a third act breakup.
Yeah.
He has literally not a single communication red flag.
Yeah.
He
was all the green flags.
Yep.
I will.
So I think.
Go ahead.
Oh, I think like she's the one with way more hangups.
Yeah. And I just wanted her emotional gut check. Just that, you know what I mean? But it was fine. I wasn't unhappy. I wasn't like, that was a letdown.
But I think part of it though too is it wasn't like there wasn't something going on. Like there wasn't the third act breakup, but there was purpose to the lack of it, which we wanted a little bit more in that, but like there still was purpose in that portion of the book.
So go ahead, Lindsey.
It's just not a lot of emotional depth to the story as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't. But I will say, okay, so if oftentimes we talk about in publishing the hook, the thing that hooks you into the book that you are like, I'm in. I don't care what happens. I'm reading this book. This book has an exceptional hook right in the beginning. The 3 different things that happen with the glitter in the yard, because seriously, I really need someone to do me wrong so I can put glitter in their yard. Like,
but I love the fact that it also they were putting dish soap with it. So it's like when they try and do things, then it's not going to work.
But you had the glitter. She gets arrested.
Yeah.
He, things are happening with his band. She's made this deal. Like, this is a hook. So if you're a reader and you're always like, what are they talking about when they say a hook? This is what we're talking about. There was a stack of things that happened right in the beginning
that really draw you in.
And to be honest, Jenni, as soon as you heard the glitter is like the devil's whatever it was that they said, or Satan's whatever, you were like, I'm in.
Honestly, they're right, though.
The forks, I was like, I may have forked somebody's yard before.
Same.
Well, and they're not wrong. It takes a long time to fork a yard.
It does.
Can I just... Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine.
So expensive to glitter someone's yard.
You know what, Lindsey?
Library.
It's so expensive to glitter somebody's yard because...
Have you glittered a yard before, Lindsey?
No, but I looked it up.
How can you buy like a case of glitter?
You can buy glitter in bulk by the pound, but it would still cost a couple $100 to get enough for the whole yard.
Well, how big of yard are we talking?
It depends, but I figured...
Well, but how thick are you making the glitter too?
I figured like roughly like 200 to 500 feet for the average front yard. I don't know.
1 pound of glitter is about $16. About 1 pound of glitter.
How far would that
I think that's a lot of glitter. Like glitter's not heavy.
Well, and they were smart. They used a seed spreader, which genius.
I was really impressed by that.
I feel like we need an experiment.
Okay,
we're not doing it at my house because glitter is Satan's sand, and I am not having that in my yard.
I wonder if I could get away with it at work.
Anyway, sorry.
I'm just trying to think of people who have wronged me that I would feel comfortable glittering their... You know what, though? Maybe we just do it for pride to the Gunkles' yard.
There you go.
I mean, they can't be mad at me.
I mean, they could be mad at you, but do you care?
No.
I really want to know, like, how big is a pound of glitter? Sorry.
Hold on. I'm going to ask Mike to look it up.
Yeah, because
does it come in like a box? Like
it's a bag. Can you tell me how much square footage a pound of glitter
would cover?
1 pound of average craft glitter, and let us know.
Like, what the fuck are they talking
He just seriously, he put his headphones on and he rolled his eyes.
Did he
says on Google,
deny us?
Wait, no,
are you Googling it?
How much is 1 pound of glitter in cups? Roughly 3 to 4 standard 1 cup measuring cups, depending on how densely packed it is.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of glitter.
Yeah.
Like especially if you get that super fine stuff.
Oh yeah, because that shit is not going anywhere either. Like that stuff sticks around for fucking ever.
Anyway, we needed to know because of this book.
But also the seed spreader, genius. And I like the addition of the soap.
1 pound what?
Oh, he did look it up for us. How nice is it?
1 pound of glitter will cover a quarter of an acre.
Wait, what?
Oh,
1 pound of glitter will cover a quarter of an acre.
That's a lot of
using
coverage.
A seed spreader.
Pretty much by a whole entire yard, front and back.
Yeah. I'm saying we could do some real damage with a whole pound of glitter.
I envisioned it as way more glitter than that.
Well, it might depend on how thick you make it.
Like a very thick layer.
Yeah, not a thick layer. We're not like snowing the yard.
You're literally seeding.
Oh, I envisioned it that way, and I was like,
and Amanda is over there going,
it's a lot cheaper than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, way cheaper. That's never coming out.
No.
Like even without the soap, it's never coming out.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. I will
honestly, like after I read that, I was like, I'm gonna enjoy this story.
It was, yeah. So Harper is a little bit of a damsel in distress character, but she doesn't really let it get her down.
I mean, she does when it's fresh.
Yeah, but she just
they definitely had to like force her to shower.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think that's real. Don't you feel like that was?
I mean, she got arrested and blackmailed, so I think
and it
fair.
happened, and it like not long after they like broke up. So yes, all of that is fair.
I really wanted to punch the heiress. Jeremy's little
Clarissa.
Yeah,
his little slut.
Is it Clarissa or Carissa? I can't even remember.
I don't know. I just listened to it. I thought it was Carissa, so. I really just wanted to punch her, like every time she's on page. But I did love the distraction that they used at the charity.
Oh, with Willa.
Oh, yeah.
My only thing with the charity thing, if he gave a date to the charity to be auctioned off, wouldn't he have been present?
That's what I kind of thought, but
no,
he wasn't.
He wasn't there.
I think I've seen that probably because he's so famous. Like I've seen that before, you know, I've seen that before in other things where like they're not there. It's like, ooh, win a date with so and so or like the whole band or whatever.
It's just like a giveaway essentially.
Yeah, I just figured
an experience.
I just thought he'd be there.
He must have felt like he won the lottery when she showed up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wes is like golden retriever, touch her and die energy.
Yeah, he was a good boy.
He was such a good boy. So,
but I will say it was one of those ones where like he wasn't like obnoxiously nice. Like, you know how sometimes you read a book and like the hero, they just write them too perfect and it's like sort of annoying. Like, I like the fact that she wrote him the way that she did. Like, I wasn't bugged by Wes and his niceness by the end of the book because sometimes
Little wife, I would like to have stabbed him in the eyeballs.
I didn't like that, but
that made me vomit.
I could move past that.
I really wanted to like, you know.
I didn't enjoy that one at all.
I don't mind the My Wife, but I feel like everybody's putting it in books now, so it doesn't have the impact.
If you're
Yeah.
short, do you want to be reminded that you're little? I don't think so. I'm tall and I don't want to be reminded that I'm tall. I just want to live in my little universe of delusion and not think about it.
Charlie
Yeah,
doesn't call you
like
tall
I'm
wife.
very aware that I am short. I don't need a reminder.
Except I have the family that when I like constantly I get little T-Rex armed at when I'm like, "Hey, can you grab that for me?" Especially
Yeah, I
when
just got to that phase.
I have the frozen shoulder, like, and I really couldn't move my arm up, I'd be like, "Hey, can you grab that for me?" And they'd get, or I don't know about you guys. I have short arms. When I go to the ATM, if I have to go to the ATM, I have to unbuckle and open the door and pretty much hang out the door.
No, I have to do that too, but part of it is the way I park, like pull into the ATM.
These assholes are like,
it might be your
T-Rex,
driving that is the
T-Rex. So,
can you please ask Sid to do that for me when I come visit?
no, it's mean, Leah. It's mean.
it
Behind
Leah
my
was
back, they're
taking
like,
notes the whole time you were talking about what to do the next time
I'm
she's
like,
at
how
your
can
house.
I get them to make the T-Rex arms when the girl and I visit?
they're constantly making fun of my little short arms. So you're right, Lindsey. We don't want to be reminded that our size is different.
Well, it's also infantilizing. That's the way it comes off to me.
That's the way
And
I
don't,
took it.
yeah, and I'm
Because
not,
I was like, does that imply that there's like a big wife? And what would,
I don't love it. I don't love it in front of any nickname, really. I don't,
Little.
like any kind of, if you put little in front of something, I'm not a fan.
Like, I don't mind it in like a Daddy Dom little girl book,
Yeah,
but
no.
because I mean,
But
that's
Amanda's not reading Daddy.
I don't read those books.
that's
Yeah.
well, that's the thing. Like, you're not reading those, so it's like
Yeah.
I don't mind it in that scenario. But I think I blocked it out like every time I read it because
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
And I will say for Wes, he felt very one note.
Mm-hmm.
I think he read really like supporting cast. Like you said, that she has more chapter POVs. I liked him a lot. I don't mean that in a bad way, but this was really her story.
Yeah.
And the relationship was just kind of like, it was like her reward for going through all this bad stuff.
I agree with that.
That's kind of how it read to me.
Yeah.
That's a whole quite a few. She has revenge as a theme in a lot
she
of her
does. Yeah.
So I think this one that
her books in general kind of tend to read that way. I've read like 3 others, not in this series though.
The other series is the one that she sold to Kensington. This is not the series that she sold to Kensington.
Yeah, it's tis the season for revenge, that series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's the series.
That's the thing, like she has a little bit of revenge like in each book and like the way that it plays out.
It's kind of satisfying. It really appeals to my petty inner nature.
I know, I did really enjoy that side.
I don't act on that very often, so it was like really appealing.
And then they're doing it with her friends. So it's like they've got this great girl gang too, like committing acts of revenge together.
But then Wes like jumps in and does it too. Because at one point, what was it? The card.
The glitter card.
Yes,
the glitter bomb card with like the sex noises. Yeah. So he gets in on it too, which I enjoyed that like side of it.
Do you think the lack of relationship angst made this book feel refreshing or too easy? I will say I think this is a vibe read.
Well, it's like more mac and cheese.
It's not even mac and cheese. It is like literally butter on a saltine.
But I was okay with that.
I was okay with it too.
Struggle meal.
Yeah.
What did you say, Jenny?
It's a struggle meal.
It's a struggle meal. It fills you up. You're not going to bed hungry, but the nutritional value is like low.
You wanted something more.
But I think that like with the dumpster fire of life that many people are in right now, like I don't think that this is one of those books where you're like, oh, I can't make it through. Because like, I mean, I didn't read it deeply. I probably missed some stuff. Like, but I didn't quite skim it, but I didn't read it at the same time.
I will say it's an easy read. It is
and it's enjoyable.
But I wanted more substance. Does that make sense? Like it just things were too easy. He was too perfect.
Everything's resolved super fast.
And the romance feels really, the progression of the romance just felt really rushed. I love A Marriage of Convenience. I love that little bit of, close proximity, the forced of the Marriage of Convenience. But I do like to see a little bit of a struggle, even if it's a little internal. That's what I love in Marriage of Convenience, right?
Yeah, I mean, she had some in the sense where like he was holding back on certain things, but like at the same time, it wasn't anything fantastic.
I feel like he calls it out right away, like before they even get married, that he gets that she has these hiccups, and he calls them out, and so there's no like discovery of that.
Yeah, like he knew going in, like it was going to be a fight for him in a sense, but it wasn't really a fight. He just needed to wait her out,
and he had zero, like. Oftentimes we get both of them being like, but this is over at the end of the year, or like I can't actually be in a relationship.
Yeah.
They were pretty much like in a relationship right away. Like they got married and then they were like, oh, feelings, like we're together now.
I think the part of, and I just had this realization, I think the third act, why I wanted a little bit more, is because the revenge plot really takes over the ending, and it's not about the emotional HEA. It's not about full recognition of this is my person, we're together, emotionally we're connected,
because you kind of already like felt that like halfway through the book.
But at the end, it was just the revenge plot, and you didn't really.
Yeah, and then it just ends.
Although
I
did
their
totally
relationship isn't.
Yeah, I did totally see the assistant being.
Oh yeah,
doing what she did. Like it was super obvious.
I think I missed deeper conversations, and again, I've never read a Morgan Elizabeth. This was my first one, so I don't know if this is typical that her characters tend to be. Without
I
layers.
feel like this one was a little more surface than her other books that I've read by her.
I like layers.
Do you agree, Linz?
Yeah, I think it was. It was, I mean, very light, very, I mean, they don't really build the romance. Like there's no like them getting to know each other stuff. Like most of their communications are on the revenge situation.
Yeah.
They gloss over time obviously passes in the book, but they gloss over a lot of time. So like a lot of their
it's only 2 months.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
It goes over 2 months, but like all of the things we get from them in the relationship are them either talking about the revenge or them talking about like not like getting to know each other stuff. It's like,
well, they do have
talking about like talking through conflict, or like them just doing physical stuff.
I mean, they do have that musical feelings piece of it, which I really enjoyed that, but I think that it needed to be more than what we got out of it, because it was kind of a focus, but it was enough, but not enough at the same time.
Yeah.
Jenni, did you believe in their connection? I know that, Marriage of Convenience is one that you can handle, that if things move fast. So I'm just curious, did this, as fast as this one moved, did it bother you?
What sold me is that like he wasn't all about her looks. He knew things like, and that was one of the green flags for her, but like he knew what she likes to drink, and that her friend had a milk allergy, and so he was paying attention.
Yeah. Lindsey, did you feel like Harper's growth was earned in this book? I know we're hard on female main characters, and I don't mean to be, but there's not much to him.
I think she deserved where she landed at the end. I think that she found herself in an incredibly crappy situation where she had really no power at all. And I think his role was more of an empowerment figure than anything else, to like help her kind of gain leverage in that situation, which I thought was interesting. That was an interesting take.
Yeah. Amanda, did you want more from Wes beyond the perfect spouse?
I mean, in this book, not really. It felt very like it all went together. I read this in between two very heavy books.
Perfect.
So it was all good for me. I was totally fine with it. And I think Leah said that he wasn't so like over the top, like golden retriever or whatever you want to call him. Like he wasn't so just like where you just don't like him. He's so over the top. Like I still enjoyed him. I mean, I wouldn't have been upset with more layers to him, but I didn't really like it didn't bother me that there weren't.
Yeah. I think a great tagline for this book is great swoon without heartbreak. Like
yeah.
His, he didn't need a grand gesture because he was like, as Jenni said, the green flag through the entire
He is
book.
the grand gesture. Like
Yeah.
He's her prize.
Yeah, well, I mean, like from the beginning of the story, like when the whole marriage of convenience aspect was kind of a grand gesture because she gained way more from that than he did.
Well, he didn't gain anything
like
really.
Amanda said,
Well,
she
his
was
band
pretty much
did.
his prize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, anybody else have any other thoughts on Never Been Worse by Morgan Elizabeth? There isn't a lot to this book to really break down.
I really liked the like the necklace that he gets her, and then he has like the hidden tattoo, and then I like the reciprocation at the end where she gets the tattoo too. Like I like little things like that, and I thought that this book had a lot of those that I really enjoyed.
Yeah. There were little moments that like definitely solidify connection, like the hidden tattoo and stuff like that.
Well, and even like the picture he had in his wallet.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a little creepy.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
See, I didn't think
Keep
that was
trying.
creepy.
When they have like
Jenni,
the
he's
real
tiny.
picture versus like photoshopping it for everyone else. I like that he kept the real one when
And
they
he
finally.
bent it
It
to
wasn't
just
like
the-
just on his like
the-
phone or something. It was like in his wallet, folded in a specific way.
Jenni still thinks it's creepy.
You could, I mean, you can have it be creepy, but it's still sweet at the same time.
Okay, thumbs up, thumbs down. Leah, thumbs up, thumbs down.
This is a thumbs up for me. I enjoyed it. I would read another Morgan Elizabeth book. Like I wouldn't read this one again. Like it's not a reread book for me, but it was nice and easy, and I definitely needed that.
Yeah. Amanda, thumbs up, thumbs down for you.
Yeah, thumbs up for me too. Like I said, it was a perfect like palate cleanser in between two heavy books. I did enjoy the way that she writes. I was like you, I was like wondering how much of the Taylor Swift, but I think it was more subtle and for more people who like if you know her music, you will catch a lot more of the references. So that didn't bother me at all. And I liked her friends enough that I would be interested to go back and like read their stories or, even another one like the Christmas books or whatever. So yeah.
Lindsey, thumbs up, thumbs down for you.
Thumbs up. I really enjoyed it. I agree with Amanda. I thought the dynamic between Ava and Jamie was really interesting and funny. I like that she's kind of a Hellraiser character, so I would be interested in reading it. Yeah. Enjoyable read.
Jenni, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up. It was a really easy read. Like like Leah said, you don't have to focus a whole lot and like remember everything that happened before you can jump in and out. Yeah. So it definitely like fills a need, like a struggle mill.
Yeah. It was a thumbs up for me. I wouldn't be adverse to checking out another Morgan Elizabeth. The Taylor Swift stuff was subtle, and I think Morgan Elizabeth's author persona is very bright and pink and glittery, and I feel like that is the vibe in the book, and sometimes you just need those books, right?
Yeah.
And her writing was really tight. Her pacing felt really on point.
Yeah.
I actually felt like her pacing leaned towards category over Some of the contemporary romances that we're reading right now, because I'm not sure how many pages this was.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
I can tell you, it is 314.
Okay, so it's in that sweet spot
a
of
little
pages.
longer than like a typical category, but it has the same structure almost.
Yeah. So, which is comforting.
Which is probably why I liked it as much as I did.
Probably.
Yeah.
And reading's been such a struggle for all of us. We're seeing conversations happen again on threads right now with, authors like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Why are my books not selling? Why are my page reads down? And I think it's just hard. I also think we are so far out of the pandemic. People are not home. I mean, Jenni, when was the last time everyone was home from after work through till the next morning that you didn't have to run someone somewhere?
Yeah. And then, half the time it's not even them, it's me not being here. So yeah.
And now we're starting to enter into that season of end of school year stuff for US kids. So choir concerts, band concerts, award ceremonies, and
the spring sports are ramping up again. So it's like you had that little bit of a lull, and now the spring sports are in because baseball is starting for us and top of everything else.
But even for Lindsey and Amanda, they don't have the children, and I have children, but I don't have things to do with them. The noise in the world is loud too, and it's getting a little harder every day to block out the noise, which makes it hard to read.
Yeah.
I was thinking the other day, I remember 2018, 2019, I would take a book, my Kindle, into bed in the afternoon and just lay there and read for a couple hours, just read. And I just can't do that anymore. And I don't know if it's, age or, maybe it's depression, maybe it's emotions, who knows. I either end up picking up my phone and doom scrolling and reading articles that I have no business reading. I went down some rabbit hole about this art buyer guy that murdered people in New York, but never was
convicted,
never charged with murder. And all these stories are now coming. He died in 2024. I'll find the article for you. Fascinating.
I was interested.
It was fascinating. I was like, what? Anyway, he was a queer man and he targeted other queers, and it was just fascinating. But then I had to go look this guy up, and because it's art and art dealing, I was really in it.
Went down a rabbit hole and you couldn't get out.
But then I spent an hour and a half on my phone, and then I'm like, oh, shit, I got to get up and make dinner now. And I meant to sit there and read. And Stacy says, audios have been my friend lately. I can zone out and listen to those and crochet or play Disney Dreamlight Valley. You know what? You know how I got through the Morgan Elizabeth audiobook?
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Yeah, I'm trying to catch tarantulas because after tomorrow they go away for the season and scorpions come, and I want to make sure I have some tarantulas to get a model made by Flick, the dragon lizard lady that buys that buys the insects, which I'm convinced she eats them, but Sid says she doesn't. I think she eats
Why? But don't you have to collect insects? Because a tarantula is not an insect.
Well, it's arachnids and insects, the bugs.
Okay. I was just curious.
We have both of those.
You have both of those?
Tarantulas. Yeah, I was hiking one time and I saw a tarantula.
In real life, I'd have pooped my pants. I would not have gotten my net out and tried to catch it.
I did not try to catch it. I wanted nothing to do with it, but I was just like, wow, that's a giant freaking spider.
My high school science teacher, we had a tarantula in school.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, thank you.
No, ma'am.
Well, she was like my 7th and 8th grade teacher. But...
if people like this book, what are some other titles they might like? I think Amy Award, her Kingsman Family series.
Yeah, definitely.
Has
I
similar
think Lauren
vibes.
Rowe.
Lauren Rowe.
Any of her Rockstar books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would even say Lauren Blakely.
Mm.
I mean, Lauren Blakely writes longer, not as tight of a story, and we do get a lot more emotional layers. But she tends to write kind of the green flag heroes pretty often.
Yeah. Kate Meter, maybe too.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, definitely.
Well, and Kaylee Ryan, she has some like uber green flags in her books.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lily
Valenti.
Yeah.
That's the
Definitely.
rom-com side of it for her.
Probably
too.
even Aaron McCarthy, Aaron Nicholas would be similar without all the Taylor Swift references.
Did it bother you? Like, or was it not enough?
It was fine. It was not overwhelming. I caught probably about 6. And there could be more, but I'm not as in tuned into the fandom.
Stacey even said that she thought that there were a lot, but it was more of a if you know, you know type of thing.
Yeah, and I don't know to know. There were just probably about 6, a handful that I was like, really? Did we need that? And this is where you can have a fandom, right? Yeah. You can be part, let's say you write a book, but you are a huge Star Wars person. You can put subtle references. Maybe you have a duo of dogs that you name Luke and Leia, or, or you have twins that you call Luke or Leia because you're really into Star Wars, or, there's a reference to it. But if the book is saturated with quotes from the movie, references to different characters, references to who shot first, like if there's all of that in the book, it takes away from the story, right? And I feel like all this stuff with Taylor Swift, there are some authors that are doing it really heavily, and they're just forgiven. Like the rest of us look like we're odd because we don't love it. But if you take out the Taylor Swift references and put them in with something like Star Trek, you're going to be like, that's annoying. Why is all of this in here? So, I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it also kind of dates the book. Like we've talked about this before, like there are some things like Star Wars where that kind of transcends generations.
Yeah.
So like there's some things where it's okay because it's multi-generational at this point. So like those things wouldn't date your book, but like Taylor Swift is very much like a modern era, like 2007 to current. So it kind of.
But I mean, that's a span of 20 years at this point. So
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
but
that's
I mean,
true.
Well, and I guess at what point will she fall off? Will she be someone that is, a Dolly Parton singing into her 80s that just has a legion of fans and love? Or, is she going to fall off? You don't know. So you run a risk. Yes, it's 20 years that she has spanned right now, but you do run a small risk of eventually her falling off. But again, right now, romance, the way that books are being produced and written and stuff, there are times where books feel like fast fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is a book for now. It's not a book for 10 years from now.
I think part of it though is how it's done and how it's integrated into the story too. Yeah. And I think with this one, it's not as frustrating because it was more subtle, but like sometimes it's so blatant that it's obnoxious.
It must have been enough that like Stacey really got it, but she must know more than we do.
I mean,
in Taylor Swift land.
Anything. I didn't catch a single. I don't think I caught a single one.
You mean it wasn't like Taylor Allison Swift, the horse?
Yeah.
I caught it only because I read the beginning and I knew it was reputation based. So yeah, I definitely caught more once I knew that. But I mean,
see, and this is why I don't read intros and acknowledgments and author notes.
Intro, but it just didn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know enough about her for it really to be something that I pay attention to be honest.
And I have nothing against Taylor Swift. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not
never
a fan.
Been my thing.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know.
I'm not a fan. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
I was super excited today when I was going and reading stuff, 30 years ago today, Rent premiered on Broadway. Like, that was like, wow, that's so awesome. You know,
I
like,
can't believe it's 30 years old. But then I look at the people who are in the original production. I'm like, oh yeah, that
I
tracks.
saw an old interview of, oh shoot, what's her face?
Idina Menzel.
Yes. And, it was an old interview, and she was talking about how before she got this gig, she was like a wedding singer and a bar mitzvah singer on the weekends. And she was really excited just for a steady paycheck. And she just hoped it went really well. And I'm like, bitch, you blew up.
Yeah, she did.
But I mean, but that is a musical that I, you know, am very fond of.
Again, I had no idea what you were talking about because that's not my thing.
It's not your thing, so you wouldn't have got it.
I mean, even when something is my thing, like I fangirl over so few things. Like I have a high level of enthusiasm for almost everything, but I have like a fangirl level of enthusiasm for like almost nothing. My dog.
And baseball.
And baseball.
Yeah, baseball is big.
Baseball and your dog. And that's fair. That is fair.
Maybe Charlie too, but
I think that's just
like
enthusiasm.
10,000 pictures of my dog on my phone. I don't have that many of Charlie.
We don't talk about that. Sydney, yesterday I had to take Sydney to the AT&T store to get a new phone yesterday. And we're leaving, and I said, okay, well, we got to go home. We had gone to the Walmart to get Tyler Page's book and to shoot a video. And then I was like, we got to go home now. Ollie misses me. And she goes, you mean your favorite child? And I'm like, yeah, he's my favorite child. And I was like, I've never really had a favorite child before, but Ollie is my favorite child. And she's like, you lie. But she's like, really, Mom, you have to go home to the dog. And then she opened my phone and she's like, Stanley and Ollie, Stanley, Ollie and Stanley. Like, there are no pictures of my children. I mean, maybe back like 5 years ago.
I ran into the kids' preschool teacher who like we have seen throughout the years, but it's been a while since we've seen her because her son doesn't do scouts with Elliot anymore. And we were talking, I was like, oh, I gotta show you a picture of like how big they've gotten in a couple of years you've seen them. It took me a while to get to a picture of my children. Yeah. Like a while. Because between work pictures and just random shit, I was like, yeah, I need to do better.
Anyway. Okay, so that's a wrap for this episode. We hope you enjoyed our deep dive into Never Been Worst. We'll be back here Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the YouTube. Now, I made an announcement on Patreon earlier this week. Mm-hmm. We are starting our summer schedule a little early. May just got really busy on Wednesdays, and instead of trying to be like, oh, we'll just do it on Thursdays or whatever, it really would just be that difficult to find a time where there could be at least two of us on every episode, at least two of us. But this is only for our Wednesday episodes. Yeah. We'll still be here for Sundays. We'll have a couple days off here and there. We'll give you that schedule well in advance. And when I say no episodes on Wednesday, I mean no live episodes. We will be dropping more consistently the author spotlights. Leah has a backlist. We haven't been great about getting those out. So there are some really great author interviews coming in the next couple months. You are going to want to stick around for those. But we appreciate all of you giving us the grace and understanding that it was nearly impossible to try to make live Wednesdays work in May. So... but we'll keep you up to date, what's happening and where we'll be and what's going on. I will say if you are in the Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan, really Ohio area, we're going to be at 2 events this summer. We're doing Lit on the Lawn here in Findlay, Ohio at the Forced Proximity Bookstore. We'll be here for that. Leah's coming into town, and I think Jenni will be there with me. We'll have lots of cool swag and fun stuff. And then August 1st, we will be in Toledo, Ohio for Pages of Glass. Now, Lit on the Lawn is a free event for people to come in. There's 25 different authors I think Britt has coming, and swag sellers, like tumblers or t-shirts and stuff like that. Pages of Glass, those tickets I think are $5 or $10, and you need to buy those in advance. I think the VIP is sold out. But I'm really excited for Pages of Glass. We at Buzzing About Romance are sponsoring all of the panels. So we'll have 3 different panels with some amazing authors. And we'll have some cool stuff at our table. So make sure if you're in the area, you stop by and check us out and say hi. Because we'd like to meet you. Mm-hmm. I mean, some of us would like to meet you. I think we're bringing Sydney. She doesn't,
okay.
Sydney will be around.
She doesn't always people well.
Not us, just Sydney. She'll be fine. She's
Sid
excited.
in the wild.
Yeah, if you want to meet the girl child in the wild. We took her to Cleveland last weekend to visit Mike's uncle. She was sass on a stick. I do not know what is wrong with that child.
That's funny.
Anyway. Okay. So anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out with us this evening. We look forward to seeing you here Sunday night, 9:00, right here live on the YouTube. Not sure what we're talking about, but I did make a doc already for it. What we were reading 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about the teens and all those books that we were reading. So until next time.
Happy reading, everybody.
Find us on Instagram at Buzzing About Romance or on Twitter at Buzzing Romance. If you like the podcast, please leave a review. If you'd like to support us directly, join the Bookcase and Coffee Patreon and receive exclusive content only available to Patreon members. Check out bookcaseandcoffee.com for our on-the-shelf show notes.